Greetings and gratitude to all life forms and life workers who have found this. Happy birthday, January 19th. I am the Third Eyed Lion. Welcome. Happy birthday if today is your birthday. If you are interested in the 365 Daily Zodiac, you have found the right video. If you just would like to learn more about someone whose birthday falls on this archetype, thank you for being here. Okay, I will begin. The reference material I am using is the Beyond Lemuria Oracle cards by Izzy Ivy, and the Element Encyclopedia Birthdays by Teresa Chung. Okay, January 19th. Think of yourself, you're in a flower shop. You're in a nursery of plants. There's tons of different plant choices. You walk through, you're in the rose section. You smell the beautiful roses. It's amazing, it's pretty, it's all delicately arranged. Everything has its place, everything has its dedication to movement. Everything works together. But as you look through, you see these vases of individual flowers on a table. As you walk through, you see flies and whatever type of carnivorous plant your imagination comes to, sitting on a table with all these beautiful bouquets of flower, all arranged. Some people think, why is this here? This doesn't work. What is the place of this? But it's the originality. It is its own place in the ecosystem. It is its own way of being within the systems around it. That is the archetype you hold, January 19th. If you didn't know already, I will happily tell you, you are a Capricorn and your birthstone is Garnet. Your birthday ruler is the sun, the individual. In any situation, in any idea of multiple people, we all like this, everyone's doing this, this is the main thing that's going on here. You just choose either to not partake, or if you do partake, your own way is very unique. It's a perception only you have. The idea of operating that only possesses within you, it can only be possessed within you. Your favorable numbers are 1 and 2. Your lucky days are Saturday and Sunday, especially when they fall on the 1st or 2nd of the month. And your colors are black, orange, and lion brown, one of my favorite colors. So, here's some kind of labels or perceptions that either you have or others could put on you. Don't make them all that there is. It's your choice to how you perceive them. So at your best, you really know what you want in a free-spirited way. You know that you want to be open to try a bunch of different stuff, but you're independent and curious at the same time. You know what you want, but you're willing to try multiple things. But people will say that you want to be the center of what's going on, that you don't have the maturity of the situation, and that you might be pretentious, or that your information is used to put other people down. Whether or not these are accurate, this is just good to know as you go on to your life, because some perceptions could be positive to you, negative to others. Some people could think these words are right, some people could think they were wrong. And this kind of comes through with love. People born on this day are really flamboyant. They show their love in extreme ways sometimes. They really have a hard time at the beginning finding the understanding, but once it's stable and that bridge of communication has been set, it's really narrow and it knows how to go, and it can last for a long time. And sometimes there has to be a reality check where with both parties, this is what we want, this is what we don't want, occasionally even after a long, prolonged relationship. Your affirmation or power thought is, I recognize my creativity and I honor it. I recognize my creativity and I honor it. Another way to phrase this is, within me is the spark of individuality expressed in manifold manifestations. Or however you choose to phrase it. So for your career, you really work better in a solitary endeavor instead of being part of an organization, because of your imagination, your spontaneity, maybe science is drawn as an experimental or research person. rock climbing, archaeology, physical activities, and coaching trainers and advisors or consultants. Someone who's able to do things that others can't do, but instruct others on how to do those things. Your great and powerful luck is all around you when you see and commit yourself to those things you want, and you hold to your strength and determination within you. See, this, I'm going to use a mountain climber. I really like that. So this mountain climber looks at this powerful mountain, this sheer edifice of stone, naturally forming. They look up at it, and they see each and every step as either positive or negative. But think of it as a free climber. They don't have anything holding them to it. There's no safety besides them, their confidence, and their knowledge of where to place their body weight, how much strength, how much energy, and how much time to spend in each and every movement. This is a level of mastery, but it is also a level of originality, because every free climber would climb a wall in a separate way, unique to them based on their own reach and movement. So within you, it has this natural force of free spiritedness. You move around in your own way, and there is this amazing pillar after the age of 22. Your life is going to really shift if you let it, if you allow this, or even before. Your intuition will come into play. You will start sensing things. You will know that someone's going to call you before they call you. You're going to finish people's sentences more often. But look to any immature behavior, that things that you might used to do that you don't think aligns to that stable life you're trying to create now. Don't limit yourself to what is considered normal. Be your own self, but find what you want to be sustainable instead of what is normal. Because your originality is unlike anyone else, and you have a massive potential for greatness if you realize that that carnivorous plant creates fertile soil that is used for the other flowers to keep them alive and more beautiful. But people don't see it. They just see the flies. They see the kind of veiny, grotesque, whatever, how you vision the carnivorous plant. However, this plant life form exists as, we don't see it as that. We see it as something separate from the rose. Where I see the same thing. Which one are you going to give the blue ribbon to for Best in Show? I choose the carnivorous plant, but that's up to you to decide. Okay, happy birthday. I'm going to go to your card now. Have you ever heard of the ladder of success? Have you ever heard that what is at the top of the ladder? I would say the realization of that success. It's just the wand that you are holding. Once you get to that top, it is just reminding you that you are that force behind it. You are that threefold sight. You understood it, you perceived it, and you cognized it. People may say you're saying the same thing 3 times. There are 3 types of ways of how that knowledge, sight, is perceived or conceived or projected. But it is how we wield this power, how we share it. Are we creating the beneficial force or the negative force? Is it closer to source or farther away from source? How are we perceiving this in the vast multitude of reality around us? And are we able to be grateful in inaction as much as the action? To be original and one of a kind, sometimes you have to bear the burden of knowing, feeling, and perceiving things that no one else ever have, can, or could perceive ever before. This comes along with being original. When you are no one like anything has ever been before, you are something new that is cosmic to the core. But you stumble over yourself. Capricorns have a tendency to have attachment to some cosmic flow, but in their own way of perceiving and identifying gets in the way. A good way to overcome this is breath. Just take a breath. So I hope you have a breathful day, and wishing you a happy birthday.